Prepare to be amazed by Napoleon's lavish dinner set. This extraordinary porcelain dinner service was commissioned by Napoleon Bonaparte, reflecting his taste for opulence and grandeur. Crafted in the early 19th century, the set was adorned with intricate designs and gold accents that showcased imperial elegance. However, there was a twist. Guests were actually prohibited from using this spectacular dinnerware, which seemed ironic since many of them were starving soldiers in need of nourishment. Instead of feasting on sumptuous meals served on fine plates, these soldiers often went hungry while surrounded by a mere display of luxury. This lavish set serves as a reminder of the stark contrast between extravagance and the harsh realities of war. Imagine dining at a table filled with beautiful dishes that you cannot touch. A fascinating glimpse into history that raises questions about priorities and the human experience during tumultuous times. Why exactly does fear of sharks dominate our minds? Despite their fearsome reputation, sharks pose far less danger to humans than we might think. In fact, statistics reveal that it's much more likely for a person to be bitten by another human than by a shark. A telling study from 1977 highlighted this reality, reporting a staggering 892 human bite incidents in New York City alone, which was significantly higher than the global total of shark bites that year. This stark contrast demonstrates how exaggerated public fear can be, often amplified by sensational media and movies. While shark attacks do happen, the chances of encountering one are incredibly low. So next time you hear a scary shark story, remember that the real dangers often lurk much closer to home, right among us humans. The myths surrounding sharks deserve a reality check. Have you ever wondered why Ronaldo's academy stands out? In 2013, the legendary footballer Cristiano Ronaldo opened a football academy in Georgia, a move that profoundly impacted the local sports scene. From its inception, the academy focused on nurturing young talent and providing them with top-notch training, emphasizing discipline, skills, and teamwork. Over the years, this initiative has proven successful as it has produced all the players who represented Georgia at the European Championships. By offering world-class coaching and resources, Ronaldo's academy not only fosters individual player development, but also enhances the overall quality of football in the country. This highlights how a single effort can uplift a whole community, inspiring young athletes to pursue their dreams in sports while showcasing Georgia's talent on a grand stage. How will this legacy influence future generations? Hard to believe, but Orson Welles was only 23. In 1938, Welles stunned audiences with his groundbreaking film Citizen Kane, which many critics now hail as one of the greatest films of all time. He did this while also making waves on radio with his infamous broadcast of The War of the Worlds. Imagine tuning in one evening, expecting a normal show, only to hear what sounded like a genuine news report about an alien invasion. This inventive approach confused many listeners, leading to widespread panic as people believed Earth was under attack. Welles's genius lay in his ability to blur the lines between fiction and reality, showcasing his talents not just as a filmmaker, but also as a master storyteller. His early contributions to both cinema and radio set new standards for artistic expression, paving the way for future creators. It's astonishing how one young man could shape the landscape of entertainment so profoundly. Let's uncover the truth about the world's shortest man. Shians Mailgutter-Zada holds the remarkable title of being the shortest man in the world, standing at a mere 25.7 inches tall. Born in 2000, Zada's tiny stature is due to a rare genetic condition that affects his growth. Living in Pakistan, he has gained international attention not just for his height, but also for his inspiring personality and resilience. Despite facing numerous challenges, Zada engages with his community and shares his story, showing that height doesn't define one's ability to make a difference. He has even appeared in various media, spreading joy and awareness about people with similar conditions. Zada's existence invites us to celebrate diversity and appreciate the unique qualities that every individual brings to the world. Isn't it fascinating how such a small figure can carry such a big message? This might surprise you. Slugs have one nose. Unlike many animals, slugs are unique with their single, simple nose, but their sense of smell is quite fascinating. Instead of having a conventional nose like humans, slugs have tentacle-like structures on their heads that serve as their main sensory organs. These tentacles, known as the cephalic tentacles, help slugs navigate their environment. When the slug extends its tentacles, it can detect chemicals in the air, helping it find food or avoid predators. The upper pair of tentacles typically helps with smelling, while the lower pair is primarily for sensing touch. This unusual arrangement allows slugs to thrive in their habitats, exploring damp, leafy areas where they can munch on decaying plants or fresh greens. So, next time you see a slug gliding along, remember it's using its one nose and keen senses to explore the world in its own special way. Ever wondered how locusts change their behavior? Locusts have a remarkable ability to exist in two distinct behavioral states, gregarious and solitary. When these fascinating insects are solitary, they lead a quiet life, munching on plants without much fuss. However, when conditions are right, like an increase in population or a lack of resources, everything shifts. They swarm together, transforming into gregarious locusts, which are far more aggressive and social. This swarming behavior triggers not just a change in attitude, but also alters their physical appearance, as they develop brighter colors and more robust bodies. This transformation is a survival tactic, allowing them to overwhelm resources and evade predators. It's a stunning example of how dramatically life can change based on environmental cues, demonstrating nature's adaptability. So, the next time you think about locusts, remember they are not just simple insects but fascinating creatures with extraordinary capabilities. This might surprise you. Gills must mate to stay healthy. Female ferrets, affectionately known as gills, exhibit a unique health requirement that many pet owners might not be aware of. When a gill goes into heat, her body produces a significant amount of estrogen. If she fails to mate during this time, these estrogen levels can become dangerously elevated, potentially resulting in a condition known as estrogen toxicity. This condition leads not only to discomfort, but can also cause severe health issues like life-threatening anemia. The excessive estrogen interferes with the production of red blood cells, leading to dangerously low blood counts and, consequently, inadequate oxygen delivery throughout her body. To safeguard their gills, ferret owners should be informed about responsible breeding practices and the importance of veterinary care. In some cases, if breeding isn't viable, veterinarians can provide treatments to help regulate hormonal levels. Caring for gills means not just keeping them as pets, but understanding and addressing their specific health needs to ensure they live long and happy lives. This might surprise you. Discovery Dynamics is fascinating. At Discovery Dynamics, we dive into a treasure trove of intriguing facts and knowledge, spanning a rich variety of fields like history and science. Imagine discovering how ancient civilizations built the pyramids, or learning about groundbreaking scientific inventions that changed the world. Each fact we share is an invitation to explore our universe, sparking curiosity and wonder. Whether you're captivated by the mysteries of the cosmos or the stories behind historic events, there's something for everyone. Our goal is to make learning enjoyable so you can engage with amazing topics that not only inform, but also inspire you to think deeper. So why just read about history or science when you can experience it through fascinating tidbits at Discovery Dynamics? Join us as we uncover the stories behind the facts. Can you imagine Hawaii losing its unique birds? Hawaii is known for its stunning landscapes and diverse animal species, but it's also facing a heartbreaking reality. This vibrant island state boasts the highest number of unique animal species in the U.S., yet many are fighting for survival. Shockingly, around 70% of Hawaii's native bird species have vanished, leaving only a handful struggling to thrive. Factors such as habitat loss, invasive species, and climate change threaten their existence. Birds like the iiwi and the Hawaiian crow, or alala, are now on the brink of extinction. Conservation efforts are underway, focusing on protecting their habitats and reducing threats. Organizations are working tirelessly to raise awareness and implement recovery plans. Will Hawaii's precious wildlife be saved in time? Or will future generations lose the chance to see these beautiful creatures? Why does the Chongqing Metro pass through buildings? This fascinating transport system features an unusual route that goes directly through a residential building in the Liziba district of Chongqing, China. Imagine living in a home where the daily hustle and bustle of the metro train is just a few feet away. The elevated train operates much like a monorail, gliding above the streets and through urban landscapes while providing a vital service to commuters. The structure, often referred to as the Chongqing Monorail, is an engineering marvel that showcases how cities can creatively adapt to geographical challenges. With hills and rivers complicating traditional rail routes, city planners ingeniously opted to build the line through existing buildings instead. As the train passes through the Liziba building, it offers riders a unique view of everyday life in the bustling district. This unusual design not only symbolizes the innovative spirit of urban planning, but also highlights how infrastructure can blend with residential life, making it a striking example of modern engineering. Have you ever thought about living so close to a train line? You might be surprised by Sahara's fame. The city of Sahara is celebrated as home to the largest tropical lake in the world, a natural wonder that stuns visitors and locals alike. This spectacular body of water, known for its vibrant biodiversity, plays a pivotal role in the ecosystem of the region. The lake supports various wildlife species, including unique birds and aquatic life, making it a paradise for nature lovers. Communities around the lake depend on its resources for fishing and recreation, showcasing the lake's importance to local culture and economy. People travel from all over to witness the stunning scenery and rich wildlife that thrive in this tropical environment. Imagine lounging by the pristine shores while observing how this lake shapes the lives of its inhabitants. With so much to offer, it raises a captivating question. What other treasures might lie hidden in this vibrant region? You might be shocked to learn that Will Smith declined Neo. In the late 90s, Will Smith, a superstar celebrated for his charm and charisma, faced a major career decision that would change the course of film history. He was offered the role of Neo in the groundbreaking sci-fi blockbuster The Matrix, a film renowned for its stunning visuals and revolutionary storytelling. Despite the film's legendary status and immense popularity, Smith turned down the role, choosing instead to star in Wild Wild West. Many fans and critics see this as a missed opportunity for cinematic greatness, especially considering the legacy of The Matrix. However, Smith stands by his decision, believing he wouldn't have suited the role of Neo, which demanded a depth and style he didn't feel aligned with at that moment in his career. Instead, he embraced the quirky Western action genre, injecting his unique flair into the character of Jim West. This twist in his journey reminds us that creating our own path can sometimes be more fulfilling than chasing after the roles others deem prestigious, even if that path leads us away from a revolutionary film. Is it really true that people crave raw potatoes? The term geomelophagia refers to the unusual desire to munch on raw potatoes. While most of us enjoy potatoes cooked in various delicious ways, like fries, mashed, or baked, some adventurous souls feel a strong urge to eat them raw. This craving may sound strange, but it's all about taste and texture. Raw potatoes have a crisp, crunchy feel, and some people find them satisfying to eat. Fun fact, raw potatoes contain solanine, a natural toxin that can cause nausea and other issues if consumed in large amounts, which is why cooking them is usually essential. Despite the potential risks, the peculiar urge catches the interest of scientists and food enthusiasts alike. If you're curious about tasting a raw potato, make sure to choose the right type and eat it in moderation. Who knows, you might just be tempted to try a new snack. Discover how seatbelts change car safety forever. Before 1968, cars zoomed around without the safety feature we now take for granted, seatbelts. People hopped into their vehicles, often without a care in the world, as they drove to work, school, or the grocery store. However, the tragic reality was that many lives were lost or drastically changed due to car accidents. In response to this alarming trend, U.S. regulators stepped up by implementing new safety laws. Starting in 1968, every car sold in the United States was required to come equipped with seatbelts. This simple yet crucial addition helped protect both drivers and passengers during collisions. By encouraging the use of seatbelts, these regulations not only saved lives but also raised awareness about vehicle safety. Nowadays, putting on a seatbelt has become second nature for most of us, but it's important to remember the dramatic shift that took place just over 50 years ago. Is check writing an American tradition worth keeping? Each year, Americans write around 50 billion checks, making checks the second most common form of payment after cash. Despite the explosion of digital banking and online payment methods, paper checks still hold a sturdy place in the economy. Many people appreciate checks for their tangible nature, allowing them to keep track of spending and providing a physical record of transactions. Additionally, checks can be especially useful for paying bills, sending gifts, or making larger payments when electronic methods aren't an option. This reliance on checks even persists in businesses around the country, where traditional practices continue to thrive. While technology evolves and digital payments become more popular, the question remains: will checks become a relic of the past, or will they continue to coexist with new financial innovations? What if aliens abducted you? Get covered! This quirky question brings us to the amusing world of alien abduction insurance, a concept that has intrigued many and resulted in approximately 50,000 policies sold across the globe, mostly in the United States and England. These whimsical insurance policies are not designed to meet serious claims, but rather highlight our fascination with extraterrestrial life and the human tendency to prepare for the unlikely. People often joke about the possibility of being taken aboard a UFO, and this insurance gives them a playful sense of security. The policies usually promise a payout if the insured is abducted, or sometimes even if they just see a UFO. While many might view these policies as comical, they serve a deeper purpose. They reflect our curiosity about the universe and what lies beyond our planet. In a world where we often seek assurance against uncertainties, who wouldn't want to be covered for an alien encounter? Ever seen a village living in a cave? Zhongdong Village in Guizhou, China, is an extraordinary community where about 100 residents have made their homes inside a cave. These remarkable people have not only made cozy living spaces, but have also created a school and areas to raise livestock right within the cave's walls. This unique lifestyle has been maintained for generations, and even though the government has made efforts to relocate them to more modern accommodations, many villagers choose to remain in their ancestral home. They find a deep sense of belonging and connection to their history in these ancient caves. The village showcases the ingenuity and resilience of its inhabitants, who have adapted to the natural environment while preserving their traditions. In a world where urbanization is often seen as the norm, Zhongdong stands out as a remarkable example of how communities can thrive in unconventional settings. What does the future hold for this incredible cave village? Did you know Pokémon cards are worth millions? The Pokémon trading card game, which first appeared in 1996, has captivated fans around the world and transformed into more than just a game. It has sold over 43 billion cards globally, making it one of the most successful collectible card games ever. Among these countless cards, some rare finds are truly treasures. For instance, the holographic Charizard card is well known for its popularity and has fetched prices in the thousands at auctions. Then there's the Pikachu Illustrator card, a rare gem that can sell for over $1 million. Collectors eagerly hunt these cards, creating a vibrant market where trading and buying can be thrilling. The mix of nostalgia, strategy, and the chance to hold a piece of Pokémon history makes it exciting for both young fans and seasoned collectors. Some even treat card collecting as an investment. The Pokémon phenomenon shows no signs of slowing down. Who knows what the future holds for this beloved franchise? You might be shocked to learn that. Have you ever considered the Great Lakes' crucial importance? The Great Lakes, a remarkable group of 5 vast lakes spanning North America, contain over 20% of the world's freshwater supply, excluding glaciers. To put that into perspective, they hold about 6 quadrillion gallons of water, enough to give every person on Earth nearly 1/200 gallons. This extraordinary resource serves many essential functions, including providing drinking water, supporting agricultural practices, and facilitating various industries. Furthermore, the lakes are a haven for diverse ecosystems, hosting a wide array of fish, bird species, and plant life. They even help stabilize the local climate, making winters milder and summers more comfortable. Economically, the Great Lakes are invaluable. They offer shipping routes for transporting goods and attract millions of tourists eager to experience their scenic beauty. However, these vital waters face serious threats like pollution, invasive species, and the impacts of climate change. It's crucial to address these challenges. How can we protect our precious Great Lakes for future generations? Turns out, the truth is that flags can be unique. While most flags around the globe feature a rectangular shape, some fascinating exceptions break the mold, transforming these symbols of identity into remarkable art. The flags of Switzerland and Vatican City both sport a square design, making them stand out amid a sea of rectangles. The bold white cross on a vibrant red background of Switzerland's flag represents peace and equality, while the Vatican's straightforward design holds a deep religious significance. However, the most intriguing is Nepal's flag, which defies convention with two stacked triangles. This distinctive shape not only captures the essence of the Himalayas, but also symbolizes the country's rich culture and heritage. The colors and shapes of Nepal's flag portray its national pride, telling the world about its majestic mountains and unique identity. These unusual flags serve as a reminder that design can weave together stories of a nation's history, values, and landscape, enriching the narrative behind what might seem like mere colorful pieces of fabric. Isn't it amazing how flags can communicate so much? Surprisingly, it's a fact that North Korea delayed World Cup broadcasts. During the 2014 World Cup, something unusual happened in North Korea. While soccer fans around the world eagerly watched live matches, North Korean viewers had to wait a staggering 24 to 36 hours for the same experience. This intentional delay was not just a quirky programming choice, it served as a key method of censorship. By controlling when and how the matches were shown, the North Korean government managed the information its citizens received, shaping their perception of the outside world. Imagine the thrill of fans in other countries rejoicing over goals while North Koreans waited, unaware of the latest thrilling moments and only able to see them through the government's edited lens. This tactic also allowed the regime to remove any politically sensitive content, ensuring that only a curated, appropriate depiction of the World Cup reached the viewers. This fascinating intersection of sports and politics illustrates how tightly the entertainment world and governance are woven together in North Korea, turning a global event into a tool of influence. Despite the delays for many North Koreans, these broadcasts provided a rare glimpse into international culture, showcasing the power of sports to connect people even in the most isolated nations. Guess what really drives Giethoorn's charm? Giethoorn, a stunning village in the Netherlands, offers a unique way to explore its picturesque surroundings. With no cars allowed, visitors can glide through its enchanting canals by boat or kayak, taking in the serene beauty of old thatched roof houses and lush greenery. Want a little more adventure? You can also hop on a bicycle to ride through tranquil bike paths that meander beside the water. This car-free approach not only keeps the village quiet, but also connects you with nature. As you paddling down the crystal-clear waters or cycling along the scenic routes, you'll feel like you've stepped into a fairy tale. Whether you're marveling at the reflection of the trees in the water or spotting the local wildlife, Giethoorn's charm will surely leave a lasting impression. Why not plan your visit to explore this captivating place? Did you know Cairo thrives on waste recycling? In this bustling city, home to about 10 million people, a unique aspect of its economy revolves around waste management and recycling. Many families, often living in challenging conditions, make their living by collecting and sorting through vast amounts of garbage. These hardworking individuals play a crucial role in keeping the city clean and sustainable, but they face numerous hardships. Without reliable access to basic resources like water or electricity, their work becomes even more daunting. They sift through different types of waste, from plastic to paper, recovering valuable materials that can be reused or sold. This not only helps reduce pollution, but also provides a vital source of income for many impoverished households. Despite their essential contribution, these recyclers often face societal stigma and overlook in discussions about urban development. Understanding their role sheds light on innovative ways communities adapt and survive. So how can we better support these unsung heroes in Cairo's vibrant economy? Can you imagine movies without Alfred Hitchcock's thrillers? Alfred Hitchcock is a true legend in the world of cinema, known for pioneering the thriller genre. With films like Psycho, Vertigo, and Rear Window, he created suspenseful stories that keep viewers at the edge of their seats. Hitchcock's innovative techniques, such as the use of music to build tension and his unique camera angles, changed how filmmakers approach storytelling. His ability to blend psychological depth with thrilling plots has influenced countless directors and writers. For instance, the iconic shower scene in Psycho remains a masterclass in suspense and shock, which is why it continues to be studied in film schools today. He wasn't just about scares. He explored complex themes related to fear, obsession, and human nature. Do you think modern thrillers would exist without his groundbreaking work? Hard to believe, but red-eye in photos has a reason. The red-eye effect happens when a camera flash catches light reflecting off blood vessels in your eye. This usually occurs in low-light settings where your pupils are wide open, allowing more light to enter. When you take a flash photo, your pupils don't have enough time to shrink and respond to the sudden blast of light. Instead, the flash lights up the choroid layer at the back of your eye, which is rich in blood vessels. This layer gets illuminated, resulting in that spooky red glare in your photos. While it can be annoying, there's a simple way to reduce red eye. Either use ambient light when taking pictures or adjust your camera settings to minimize the impact of the flash. Some cameras even have red eye reduction features that emit a quick pre-flash to help your pupils constrict before the main flash goes off. Isn't it fascinating how our natural anatomy plays a role in photography? Here's a wild fact about NBA history. In 1950, Chuck Cooper shattered barriers by becoming the first African-American player to be selected by the NBA, joining the Boston Celtics. This landmark moment was more than just a personal achievement. It symbolized a turning point in professional sports. Cooper's impressive dribbling skills delighted fans and showcased his talent on the court. His presence in the NBA opened doors for countless players who would follow in his footsteps, paving the way for diversity in a historically exclusive sports league. Despite facing challenges during his career, Cooper's perseverance and skill set a powerful example of determination. Today, his legacy is celebrated not only for his contributions to basketball, but also for the pioneering spirit he embodied. How did his journey inspire future athletes? Ever thought about why El Azizia was so hot? In 1922, El Azizia, Libya, made headlines when it recorded a blistering temperature of 136 degrees Fahrenheit, the highest ever measured on Earth. Imagine standing in such intense heat. It could literally cook food on the ground. This staggering record has sparked interest and debate among scientists ever since. Factors like geographical location and climate conditions can contribute to extreme temperatures. El Azizia is situated in a desert region where dry air and intense sunlight combine to create scorching heat. However, this record has also been examined for its accuracy over the years. In fact, some experts claim that measuring techniques used back then may not have been as reliable as today's standards. Regardless, this incredible temperature remains a noteworthy part of climate history, inviting questions about the variations in weather patterns around the world. Isn't it wild to think about how heat extremes can shape our environment? You won't believe this about the Mazda phone. The Mazda mobile phone gets its intriguing name from Ahura Mazda, a deity in ancient Persian culture who represents harmony and wisdom. By choosing this name, the creators intended to symbolize a new way of connecting people through technology. Imagine a device that not only keeps you in touch, but also embodies ideals of balance and fairness. Just as Ahura Mazda was revered for bringing order and light to the world, the Mazda phone aims to bring clarity and ease to communication. It's more than just a gadget. It's a tool that encourages understanding and connection among its users. As we navigate the complexities of our digital world, having a smartphone that reflects positive values like wisdom and harmony is refreshing. Will the Mazda phone become a symbol of unity in our increasingly divided world? What if I told you cars are less popular now? Despite an increase in household car ownership from 2015 to 2022, the number of vehicles on American roads has actually decreased over the past 30 years. This unexpected trend indicates a significant shift in how families perceive car ownership. Many households that once had multiple vehicles are now settling for just one or two cars. A major factor driving this change is the rise of ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft, which provide convenient alternatives to owning an extra vehicle. Additionally, urban living is evolving as more people choose to reside in cities with easily accessible public transportation. Environmental concerns also play a vital role. Many individuals are becoming more mindful of their carbon footprint and seek sustainable options. Interestingly, younger generations, valuing experiences over material possessions, are rethinking the necessity of car ownership altogether. With these dramatic changes in mind, it raises an intriguing question. What does the future hold for American roads and our evolving relationship with automobiles? Did you know LEGO holds a secret vault? This hidden treasure trove is not just any storage. It houses nearly every LEGO set ever produced. Located underground, the vault ensures that the history of this beloved toy brand is preserved for future generations. Imagine stepping into a space filled with colorful bricks, vintage collections, and sets that spark nostalgia for many enthusiasts. From the first classic sets to the latest theme creations, this vault captures the evolution of LEGO and the imagination it has inspired worldwide. It's like walking through a time capsule, showcasing how the brand has grown and adapted over the years, appealing to kids and adults alike. Keeping these sets safe is crucial, as they serve not only as collectibles, but also as a reminder of the joy that building with LEGO brings. What kind of magic do you think those bricks hold? Guess what really drives lava's incredible speed? Lava can flow at astonishing rates of up to 25 miles per hour. To put that into perspective, the average human can sprint at about 9 miles per hour. This stark difference highlights why escaping a volcanic eruption is nearly impossible for most people. When a volcano erupts, it isn't just a steady stream of molten rock. It can unleash rapid rivers of lava fueled by immense heat and pressure beneath the Earth's crust. The speed at which lava flows can vary depending on its composition, temperature, and the slope of the land. Some types of lava, like basaltic lava, are less viscous and can travel faster, while more viscous lava, such as rhyolitic lava, flows much more slowly. However, in any case, when a volcano decides to erupt, conditions can change rapidly, transforming serene landscapes into chaos. Understanding this speed can help us appreciate the power of nature and the importance of evacuation plans for those living near active volcanoes. Believe it or not, casinos use facial recognition technology. This advanced software helps identify known cheaters or those banned from entering. Imagine walking into a casino and the system instantly recognizes someone who has been caught cheating in the past. It's like having a smart security guard on watch. Additionally, casinos take fairness seriously. They rely on card shuffling machines to mix the cards thoroughly, ensuring that games remain random and fair for every player. Meanwhile, slot machines are also equipped with sensors that monitor for any irregularities, like unusual patterns that suggest cheating or malfunctioning. These high-tech tools create a safer environment for everyone, allowing players to enjoy their experience without worrying about dishonest tactics. With technology constantly evolving, how might casinos improve their security even more in the future? Here's what actually happens when beetles take over. The Coleoptera order, which includes beetles, is the largest group of insects, boasting over 400,000 known species. Can you believe that beetles make up nearly 40% of all insect species? These incredible creatures have adapted to thrive in almost every environment on Earth, from the depths of rainforests to the arid Sahara Desert. Their incredible diversity means they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, each uniquely suited to their habitat. Some beetles are fantastic pollinators, while others play a crucial role in breaking down dead plant and animal material, recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. Imagine a world without beetles. They help maintain the balance of nature. Exploring the various species can reveal astonishing facts, like how some can lift many times their body weight or even emit light. What will you discover about these fascinating insects? Discover the incredible speed and sight of pronghorns. These remarkable animals, native to North America, are not just fast but also possess astonishing eyesight. Pronghorns can spot potential danger from miles away, which is essential for survival in their open habitats. Their keen vision helps them detect predators long before they get too close, giving them valuable time to flee. Speaking of speed, pronghorns can sprint up to 55 miles per hour, making them the fastest land mammals on the continent. This incredible speed is so impressive that they can outrun many predators. What's even more fascinating is that they can maintain high speeds longer than other animals, which is vital for escaping threats. Pronghorns are a true marvel of nature, showcasing how adaptability shapes survival strategies in the wild. With these amazing traits, it's no wonder they have captivated the hearts of wildlife enthusiasts everywhere. Isn't it remarkable how evolution equips animals like pronghorns? Is it really true that macaques were cloned in 2018? In a groundbreaking achievement, Chinese scientists successfully cloned two crab-eating macaques named Zheng Zheng and Hua Hua, making history as the first primates cloned using somatic cell nuclear transfer. This technique, which famously created Dolly the sheep, involves taking the nucleus from a somatic cell and inserting it into an egg cell that's had its nucleus removed. The result is a genetic replica of the original organism. This milestone not only pushes the boundaries of cloning technology, but also opens up exciting possibilities for medical research and understanding genetic disorders. Since these animals share many genetic similarities with humans, studying them can help scientists learn more about human health and disease. While cloning raises ethical questions and concerns, especially regarding animal welfare, the success with Zheng Zheng and Hua Hua represents a significant step in scientific exploration. Cloning in primates can lead to advances in regenerative medicine and maybe even organ transplantation. What might the future hold for cloning beyond these groundbreaking macaques? Did you know Arabic is written from right to left? This intriguing characteristic sets Arabic apart from many other languages. When you pick up a book or a newspaper in Arabic, you'll notice that the letters flow in the opposite direction compared to English and most other languages. Both handwritten and printed Arabic maintain this right-to-left orientation, which can be quite surprising for those used to reading from left to right. Interestingly, while Arabic text moves rightward, Arabic numerals, like those we commonly use, are still written left to right. This blend of orientations can create a unique visual experience. The right-to-left writing system is not just a quirk. It is rooted in the history of the Arabian Peninsula, where ancient scripts influenced the development of modern Arabic. It's fascinating how this aspect of language reflects cultural nuances, and understanding it opens up a deeper appreciation for the beauty and complexity of Arabic. Why do you think different cultures adopt such unique writing systems? Rain from the sky, drones in the UAE make it happen. It's not science fiction. It's actually happening in the United Arab Emirates, where high-tech solutions are used to combat the challenges of desert climate. The UAE faces extreme heat and limited rainfall, prompting innovative approaches to water shortages. Drones are sent soaring into the sky, equipped with special technology to inject salts into clouds. This process, known as cloud seeding, encourages clouds to release their moisture, resulting in artificial rain. The method is not only fascinating but also essential for agriculture and maintaining green spaces in such a dry region. Local scientists and meteorologists have been studying the effects of cloud seeding to understand its efficiency. With hopes to increase rainfall significantly, this cutting-edge technique may hold the key to water conservation efforts in arid climates worldwide. So next time it rains in the desert, remember that it might just be thanks to a drone doing its job. Here's something incredible about straight lines. You might think a straight line is just a, straight line. But the truth is, there's technically no such thing as a perfectly straight line. Even the best efforts, from laser beams to pencil drawings, reveal tiny imperfections when examined closely. This fascinating phenomenon is due to the nature of our materials and the limits of our measurement tools. When you're looking at something under a microscope, Even the most flawless-looking surface shows minuscule bumps or curves. This concept not only challenges our understanding of geometry, but it also impacts various fields such as physics and engineering. So whether you're drawing a perfect line or shooting a laser, remember that absolute straightness is more of an ideal than a reality. Isn't it amazing how something we take for granted is actually so complex? Have you ever noticed how white plates affect food? Studies show that the color of your dinnerware can trick your brain into thinking your meal is healthier or less calorie-rich. When food is served on white plates, it tends to stand out more, making the colors of fruits and vegetables pop, while simultaneously making heavier dishes look less intimidating. This visual effect can lead people to serve larger portions, as they mistakenly perceive that they are eating fewer calories. This phenomenon, often overlooked, highlights how our environment shapes our eating habits. It's fascinating how something as simple as a plate color can influence our perception of food and affects our choices at mealtimes. So next time you're setting the table, consider the color of your dishes. Could a simple change in your dinnerware make a difference in your diet? This might surprise you. Shrek's church inspired a real building. Grundtvig Church in Denmark has a striking design that closely resembles the whimsical church featured in the beloved animated movie Shrek. In the film, Princess Fiona finds herself at the altar, preparing to marry the scheming Lord Farquaad, which cements the church's place in pop culture. The real-life Grundtvig Church showcases a charming blend of Romanesque and Gothic architectural styles, complete with towering spires and intricate details that echo the fairy tale setting of the movie. You might feel like stepping right into the storybook world. Historians suggest that the church's unique look likely resonated with the movie's creators, leading them to draw inspiration from such structures. While the animated church has exaggerated features to fit the film's playful tone, Grundtvig Church stands as a real-life homage to the magic of fairy tales. Could this connection be part of what makes Denmark a fascinating destination for fans of both history and animation? Here's a wild fact about eyeglasses in history. Eyeglasses were first invented in Italy during the 13th century, specifically in the late 1200s. Initially made for monks and scholars, these early glasses helped people read and write more easily. The first versions featured convex lenses, which corrected farsightedness, and they were designed to rest on the nose, lacking any arms for support. Imagine how different life was without the comfortable fit we're used to today. As time passed, eyeglasses evolved significantly, with valuable innovations like adjustable frames and even bifocal lenses created by none other than Benjamin Franklin. These improvements transformed glasses from simply functional items into a blend of style and necessity. Fast forward to today, and eyeglasses are not just essential aids for clear vision. They're also fashion statements with countless styles and colors available. From sleek cat eyes to vintage round frames, there's a pair for everyone. Isn't it fascinating how this simple invention has had such a lasting impact on our lives? Guess what really drives Don Cheadle's career choice? Don Cheadle faced an unexpected dilemma when he was offered the role of War Machine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He had just 1 hour to make his decision, which could shape his career for over a decade. In a moment filled with excitement and pressure, he was at his child's birthday party, celebrating a special day. Realizing the weight of the opportunity, his agent stepped in and granted him an extra hour to consider the offer. Cheadle knew that War Machine could not only elevate his acting career, but also connect him to millions of Marvel fans worldwide. This character would become a staple in blockbuster films like Iron Man and Avengers, making Cheadle a beloved figure in superhero lore. Ultimately, he embraced the challenge, taking on a role that would lead to thrilling adventures and a long-lasting legacy in the Marvel Universe. Did you know cities can feel like ovens? Air pollution isn't just about smoggy skies and bad health. It actually plays a significant role in trapping heat in urban areas. When types of pollution, like carbon dioxide and particulate matter, fill the air, they create a sort of blanket that keeps heat close to the ground. This means that cities can become much warmer than surrounding rural areas, creating a phenomenon known as the urban heat island effect. Imagine walking through a city on a hot summer day and feeling like you're in a sauna, That's the result of a mix of pollution and climate change. The heat can make living conditions uncomfortable, pushing people to use more air conditioning and increasing energy consumption. As temperatures rise, we may find cities gradually becoming even hotter, leading to serious health and environmental impacts. So the next time you step outside in the city and feel that intense heat, remember that pollution might just be making things a lot worse. Did you know deep-sea animals light up the ocean? Approximately 90% of these fascinating creatures are bioluminescent, which means they can produce their own light. This incredible adaptation helps them survive in the pitch-black depths of the ocean, where sunlight cannot reach. Animals like jellyfish and anglerfish use their glow in clever ways. Jellyfish may flash their light to confuse predators or lure in curious prey, while anglerfish sport a glowing lure that dangles in front of their mouths, tricking unsuspecting fish into getting too close. The dark ocean is like a canvas, and these glowing creatures are the artists, painting a surreal and enchanting underwater spectacle. As we explore deeper into ocean life, we continue to uncover secrets about these luminescent beings. Isn't it amazing how evolution shapes survival in such unique ways? What's the mystery behind cryptic pregnancies? Cryptic pregnancies happen when a woman doesn't realize she's pregnant, and they're more common than you might think. In fact, research suggests that about 1 in 500 pregnancies aren't recognized until the mother is at least halfway through, and startlingly, 1 in 2,500 go completely unnoticed until labor begins. This can happen for several reasons. Some women might mistake pregnancy symptoms for something else, or experience lighter symptoms than expected. Others may be unaware of their pregnancy because they continue to have regular menstrual cycles. The phenomenon can create a surprising situation during labor, when an unprepared woman finds herself unexpectedly giving birth. Understanding cryptic pregnancies highlights the complexity of human reproduction and emphasizes the importance of regular health checkups. Could there be more surprises about pregnancy yet to uncover? Here's something incredible about perceiving color. Eigengrau is a fascinating phenomenon that occurs in total darkness. This curious term, rooted in German, means intrinsic gray and describes the very dim shade of gray that many people see when all light is absent. Have you ever sat in a pitch-black room and noticed that you weren't seeing complete darkness? That's Eigengrau in action. Your brain's visual cortex remains active, sending signals even when there are no external visual inputs. As a result, you perceive a dark grayish color, often with a slight flickering effect. This response showcases the incredible ways our minds interpret sensory information. Instead of just blackness, your brain is constantly engaged, creating this unique shade that reminds us of our brain's persistent role in processing the world around us. Next time you're in a dark room, take a moment to notice Eigengrau. It's a striking example of our amazing brain at work. Crackers add surprise to holiday festivities every year. These colorful, tube-like decorations have found a special place on our holiday tables, often packed with paper crowns, quirky riddles, and tiny trinkets. Originating during the Victorian era in England, crackers began as a fun way to enliven Christmas celebrations. They were initially filled with sweets and gifts, but the modern twist includes entertaining novelties and jokes that spark laughter and joy among family and friends. The excitement builds as everyone gathers around, pulling the crackers apart to reveal their treasures. Wearing the paper crowns, guests join in sharing the jokes, creating memorable moments that light up the holiday spirit. So next time you crack one open, remember that it's not just a tradition, it's a celebration of fun and connection that has lasted through the ages. Here's a wild fact about Elon Musk's mining claims. In 2020, the tech innovator Elon Musk emphasized the need for extreme mining to keep up with the soaring battery demands for electric vehicles, EVs. While EVs are praised for their role in cutting down greenhouse gas emissions, Musk's statement opened up a can of worms regarding the environmental repercussions of such extensive mining operations. The extraction of minerals like lithium and cobalt, essential for EV batteries, often leads to significant land degradation, water shortages, and pollution in the areas surrounding mines. Many environmentalists raise alarms about the long-term damage these practices could inflict. questioning whether the benefits of reducing emissions can truly outweigh the ecological costs. As society shifts towards a greener future, the balance between sustainable energy sources and their production methods becomes more critical than ever. Can we find ways to power our future without compromising our planet? Have you ever wondered about Margot Robbie's Harry Potter obsession? During her teenage years, the talented actress developed a special admiration for the beloved wizarding world, especially Harry Potter himself. So much so that she decided to pretend to have vision problems. This clever trick allowed her to sport those iconic round glasses similar to the ones worn by Harry. Margot's dedication didn't stop there. She truly embraced the look, turning her admiration into a playful fashion statement. It's fascinating to think how fictional characters can inspire us, sometimes leading to surprising choices in our real lives. Robbie's commitment to her literary idol shows how creative and influential stories can be, especially in a young person's life. This fun fact not only highlights Margot's love for Harry Potter, but also reminds us of the powerful connections we make with the books and characters we cherish. What other surprises might we discover about our favorite stars? Here's what actually happens with flesh-eating bacteria. Necrotizing fasciitis, often nicknamed flesh-eating bacteria, is a terrifying but rare infection known for its swift and ruthless destruction of skin, fat, and muscle tissue. What makes it so deadly is its ability to spread quickly, often starting from just a tiny cut or scrape that you might barely notice. Once the bacteria invade, symptoms can escalate rapidly, sometimes within just days. People may experience intense pain, swelling, and fever as the infection takes hold. Sadly, in severe cases, the consequences can be as drastic as amputations or even death. Understanding how this infection spreads and the speed at which it can act is crucial for prevention. While it's rare, being aware of the signs and seeking immediate medical attention can make a huge difference in outcomes. How do we protect ourselves from such a swift threat? Believe it or not, the Inca tern is incredible. This unique marine bird thrives along the stunning Pacific coast of South America, from Ecuador to northern Chile and Peru. With its mostly white body and striking dark head, the Inca tern boasts a distinctive black stripe that beautifully frames its bright, expressive eyes. Its eye-catching appearance not only makes it a favorite among bird watchers, but also highlights its adaptation to life in coastal habitats. The Inca tern has developed excellent fishing skills, often diving gracefully into the ocean to catch small fish. While searching for food, these birds are often seen displaying their lively personality, which includes playful interactions with each other. Their habitat features rocky shores and sandy beaches, where they build their nests in colonies on cliffs, providing safety from predators. Observing these charismatic birds in their natural environment is a delightful experience, showcasing nature's creativity and diversity. What other fascinating facts await discovery about the avian world? Hard to believe, but this car has no gearbox. The Koenigsegg Regera is shaking up the automotive world with its groundbreaking Koenigsegg direct drive system. Unlike traditional vehicles that rely on complex gearboxes for power transfer, this innovative design eliminates that component entirely. As a result, drivers experience quicker and smoother acceleration, making every ride feel like a thrill ride. The Regera's aerodynamic structure also plays a crucial role, reducing drag and improving overall performance. This means it not only zooms ahead of other cars in speed, but does so while using more of its power efficiently. Imagine hitting the road with a machine that feels almost like it's gliding rather than shifting through gears. It's a game changer for car enthusiasts and tech lovers alike. Are you ready to see how this car redefines speed? Prepare to be amazed by campfires and their magic. Did you know that when a campfire burns, it can create visible steam or mist? This happens because the heat makes the air above the fire turbulent, and this phenomenon is similar to what you see during large wildfires with pyrocumulus clouds. It's fascinating to think that the warmth of a simple campfire can cause such dramatic effects in the atmosphere. But that's not all. Campfires do more than just light up the night. The cozy glow they create can help you feel relaxed, much like a warm hug after a long day. This soothing experience can even enhance your sleep quality, as the relaxing atmosphere encourages your body to release melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep. So next time you're gathered around a campfire, enjoy the warmth, watch for those wispy clouds, and let the comforting environment lead you to a better night's rest. Hard to believe, but elephants were once hunted for billiard balls. In the 19th century, the demand for billiard balls skyrocketed, and one of the primary sources for these products was elephant ivory. Each elephant tusk could only create a small number of balls, which drove poachers to hunt elephants in staggering numbers to meet the growing demand. As billiards rapidly gained popularity, ivory became highly sought after for its durability and smooth texture. This brutal practice decimated elephant populations around the world, leading to serious ecological consequences. Thankfully, innovation came to the rescue. The invention of celluloid in the late 19th century offered a synthetic alternative that closely resembled ivory in both feel and appearance. This advancement not only saved countless elephants, but also paved the way for modern billiard ball production, proving that necessity can create change. Let's uncover the truth about territorial swans. In Austria, a pair of gay swans made headlines by creating a no-entry zone at their local lake. The swans, fiercely protective of what they believed was their egg, a plastic cup, acted aggressively, attacking swimmers and even capsizing boats. Their protective instincts led to several injuries and raised concerns for safety in the area. Local authorities decided it was best to relocate the swans to prevent further chaos. This fascinating behavior highlights how strong the maternal instincts of birds can be, even when misdirected. Swans are known for their loyalty and dedication, and this situation shows just how far they will go to protect their perceived family. The events at the lake remind us that while nature can be beautiful, it can also be unpredictable. What do you think about the swans' fierce protection of their mistaken treasure? What gives salmon their vibrant orange-pink color? This striking hue comes from carotenoid pigments that salmon absorb through their diet, especially from crustaceans like shrimp and krill. Carotenoids are natural pigments found in many foods, and they play a key role in giving salmon their beautiful coloring. Just like flamingos that get their pink shade from munching on similar diets, salmon also rely on these pigments to enhance their appearance. When these fish eat crustaceans, they digest the carotenoids, which then get deposited in their flesh and skin. This coloration isn't just for show, it's a signal to potential mates about their health and vitality, making it an essential part of their reproductive success. Interestingly, if salmon don't eat enough of these crustaceans, their natural color may fade to a dull gray. So next time you enjoy a delicious salmon dish, remember that its vibrant color is a tasty reflection of its diet and a sign of its fitness. What if I told you Uranus has an 84-year orbit? It might sound incredible, but this distant planet takes a whopping 84 Earth years to complete just one trip around the Sun. The reason for this slow pace is its distance. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun, lying about 1.9 billion miles away. This vast separation means it receives less sunlight and warmth than the planets closer to our star, which contributes to its lengthy orbital period. But that's not all. Uranus also has a unique axial tilt of about 98 degrees, making it appear to roll along its orbit. Imagine a giant bowling ball cruising through space. This unusual tilt affects its seasons, resulting in extreme variations throughout its long orbit. One pole may experience 42 years of continuous sunlight, while the other side endures 42 years of darkness. So, whether you're pondering the slow journey of Uranus or just fascinated by the cosmos, there's always something surprising to discover about our solar system. Have you noticed bumblebees have fuzzy eyes? These amazing insects sport tiny hairs on their eyes, and this unique feature plays a critical role in their survival. Bumblebees use their hairy eyes to improve their vision, especially when navigating through colorful flowers. The hairs help to capture pollen and dust, making it easier for them to find food. This extra fuzz also reduces glare, similar to how a pair of sunglasses helps protect our eyes on a bright day. While we might think of this as an oddity, it's just one of the many fascinating adaptations bumblebees have developed over millions of years. Their hairy features are part of a larger toolkit that helps them thrive in diverse environments, from gardens to wildflower meadows. So the next time you see a bumblebee buzzing around, remember that those fuzzy eyes are not just for show, they're essential tools in the life of these busy pollinators. Discover the stunning name behind Taiwan's beauty. Known as Formosa, Taiwan got its name from Portuguese explorers in the 16th century. The name Formosa translates to beautiful, perfectly capturing the island's breathtaking landscapes and vibrant culture. With lush mountains, stunning coastlines, and lively cities, Taiwan is a treasure trove of natural wonders and rich history. The Portuguese, enchanted by its beauty, gave it this name, and it has resonated through centuries. Today, Taiwan is famous not just for its scenery, but also for its delicious food, friendly people, and fascinating mix of traditional and modern influences. From bustling night markets to serene tea plantations, every corner of the island tells a story. Isn't it amazing to think that such a lovely name stemmed from explorers who marveled at its charm? Taiwan truly lives up to its name, inviting adventurers to explore its beauty. Why exactly does Jim Caviezel's role resonate with him? At the age of 33, Jim Caviezel took on the powerful role of Jesus in the film The Passion of the Christ, and he sees a deep connection there. He finds it intriguing that his initials are also JC, sharing the same initials as Jesus Christ. This timing and initial match have sparked his interest and added a layer of meaning to his performance. Caviezel believes that portraying such an iconic figure at such a pivotal age is truly significant, especially since 33 is often considered a crucial point in Jesus' life. The film, directed by Mel Gibson, delves into themes of sacrifice, faith, and redemption, all of which resonate strongly with Caviezel personally. His portrayal has left a lasting impact, not only on his career but also on audiences worldwide, inviting viewers to reflect on the life and message of Jesus. How does this connection influence his perspective on faith? Hard to believe, but Marie Curie faced scandal. In the early 20th century, the brilliant scientist Marie Curie found herself in a difficult situation when her love affair with a married physicist became public knowledge. Her personal life suddenly drew as much attention as her groundbreaking work on radioactivity. When their private letters were leaked, it sparked a wave of public scrutiny, and the Nobel Committee even pressured her to skip her second Nobel Prize ceremony to avoid further scandal. Amid all this drama, Albert Einstein stood by her side, encouraging her to embrace her achievements and attend the ceremony. Marie showed remarkable courage in the face of criticism by ultimately accepting the award. Her determination not only highlighted her scientific prowess, but also emphasized her strength in navigating the complexities of her personal and professional life. How inspiring is that? Here's what actually happens when swans take flight. Swans are magnificent creatures, and did you know they have over 25,000 feathers covering their bodies? These feathers play crucial roles in keeping swans warm and allowing them to glide gracefully on water and in the air. Each feather acts like a tiny insulator, trapping warmth close to their bodies, while waterproof outer feathers keep them dry. When swans prepare for takeoff, they flap their powerful wings, utilizing their long feathers for lift and stability. You might notice that swans often create a beautiful sight when they fly in a V formation, which helps them conserve energy. This intricate arrangement allows them to take advantage of the updraft created by the bird in front, making long migrations smoother. So the next time you see a swan, remember that their stunning feathers aren't just for show. They play a significant part in their survival and breathtaking beauty. Here's a wild fact about water molecules. 1 teaspoon of water contains approximately 1.5 billion water molecules, showing us just how tiny and numerous these essential building blocks of life truly are. Imagine a single teaspoon, which seems small and simple, holding an entire universe of molecules that work together to sustain life on Earth. Each water molecule is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom, forming the familiar H2O we all know. Despite their minuscule size, these molecules play crucial roles in everything from regulating temperature to transporting nutrients in our bodies. This fascinating complexity highlights how even the smallest amounts of matter are packed with incredible intricacies. So the next time you take a sip of water, remember that you're not just drinking liquid, you're experiencing a vibrant world of molecules bustling with activity. How cool is that? Let's uncover the truth about the basket building. This remarkable structure in Newark, Ohio, is not your typical office building. It looks like a giant woven basket. Built in 1997 by the Longaberger Company, the basket building stands an impressive 7 stories tall, covering a whopping 180,000 square feet. Its unique design features intricate basket-like details and a massive glass dome that floods the interior with natural light, creating a warm and inviting workspace. Inside, stylish furniture complements the theme, making it not just a headquarters, but a creative hub that embodies the spirit of passion and innovation. As the only building in the world shaped like a basket, it attracts visitors and architecture enthusiasts alike. The basket building has become an iconic landmark, showcasing how architecture can tell a story and inspire those who see it. Would you like to visit such a creative masterpiece? Did you know that POWs built a glider in Wiri? During World War II, prisoners of war at Colditz Castle in Germany displayed incredible ingenuity by constructing a full-size glider in the castle's attic. This remarkable aircraft, named the Colditz Cock, was their daring plan to escape to safety by flying it out of the castle. The prisoners meticulously crafted the glider using materials they could find, demonstrating their resourcefulness and determination to gain freedom despite their circumstances. Though the Colditz Cock was completed, the war ended before they could attempt any flights, leaving this ambitious scheme as one of the most inventive escape stories from the conflict. It not only highlights the courage of these men, but also symbolizes the human spirit's unwavering desire for freedom, even in the face of adversity. What might have happened if they had taken to the skies? Have you ever wondered why exes make dramatic entrances? Recently, a wedding in the UK turned into a scene straight out of a movie when an ex-boyfriend showed up dressed as Batman. He was determined to win back his former partner, hoping that his heroic appearance would somehow rekindle their romance. Imagine the surprising moment when guests spotted the Caped Crusader striding down the aisle. As the bride, dressed in her beautiful gown, noticed him, she couldn't help but laugh at the sheer absurdity of the situation. With a cheeky smile, she humorously dismissed her former flame, making it clear that there would be no second chances. The drama didn't end there. In a matter of minutes, security escorted the wannabe hero away, leaving the wedding guests both amused and bewildered. It's a perfect reminder that love stories can have unexpected twists, and sometimes the best way to move on is to embrace the laughter. Create your own scent with Japan's Perfumatic machine. This innovative machine allows anyone to mix different perfume essences, giving you the chance to design a fragrance that's truly personal. Imagine walking into a shop where you can blend your favorite scents right before your nose. The Perfumatic takes just a few minutes to provide an experience that is not only enjoyable but also memorable. By choosing from a wide range of essences, users can experiment with floral notes, spicy undertones, or fresh citrus bursts. Each combination can spark different emotions or memories, making each new fragrance a unique creation. Japan's passion for technology and personalization shines in this machine as it brings the ancient art of perfumery into the modern age. Perfect for gifts or simply for self-expression, the Perfumatic adds a fun twist to the way we think about scents. So, the next time you're in Japan, why not try your hand at crafting a personalized perfume that captures your unique essence? Can you imagine losing 10 days in 1882? In that year, several countries using the Julian calendar, including Britain and Russia, decided to adjust their calendars to align more closely with the solar year. This change was essential because the Julian calendar was gradually drifting out of sync with the seasons, causing confusion for farmers and communities reliant on accurate seasonal timing. To remedy this, these countries jumped forward by 10 days in their calendars. For instance, September 2nd, 1882 was followed by September 14, 1882. This adjustment marked a significant move toward adopting the Gregorian calendar, which is the one most of the world uses today. The transition puzzled many as people missed out on entire days, but it ultimately helped align timekeeping with the Earth's movements around the sun. Isn't it interesting how something as simple as a calendar can have such a huge impact on daily life? Let's uncover the truth about Joe Arati. Joe Arati, often referred to as the happiest prisoner on death row, had an astonishing story. With an IQ of 46, he faced a life riddled with challenges and prejudice. Yet upon entering the gas chamber, he smiled, displaying an unexpected spirit in the face of adversity. What makes this even more shocking is that Joe was later found to be innocent of the crime for which he was convicted. His journey highlights the darker side of the justice system, where flawed evidence and misunderstandings can lead to tragic outcomes. Joe's case raises important questions about mental health, justice, and the failures that can occur when society overlooks those who may not fit into standard molds. His story not only encourages discussions about compassion and understanding, but also urges us to examine the systems in place that can wrongfully punish the innocent. How can we improve these systems to prevent such injustices? Can you imagine that chewing gum doesn't take 7 years? Contrary to the popular myth often shared with children, chewing gum is digested at the same rate as most other foods. Many think that if you swallow gum, it will stick around in your stomach for 7 long years. This idea has been passed around for generations, almost as a friendly warning not to swallow gum. However, your body treats gum much like any other food. It doesn't cling to your insides. Instead, it moves through your digestive system and is eventually eliminated. Most of the time, gum is made from a mix of gum base, sweeteners, and flavorings, which makes it safe for your body to process. So if you happen to swallow a piece, don't stress. It won't be hanging out in there for nearly a decade. Just remember to chew wisely and enjoy the flavor. You might be shocked to learn that sharing stories drives us. The urge to post personal experiences on social media taps into a fundamental human need for connection and recognition. When we share our thoughts, memories, or funny moments, our brains release chemicals that produce feelings of happiness and pleasure. This surge activates reward centers in our brains, making us feel good about ourselves and our interactions. Every like, comment, or share reinforces this behavior, creating a cycle where we seek more engagement and validation. It's like a virtual hug that reminds us we're not alone and that our experiences matter. As people scroll through feeds, they enjoy glimpses of each other's lives, building a sense of community. In a world where isolation can feel overwhelming, sharing personal stories becomes even more vital. So next time you hit post, remember, you're not just sharing moments, you're connecting with others. Did you know your kidneys get a huge blood supply? It's surprising, but around 25% of the blood pumped from your heart actually goes to these two bean-shaped organs. The kidneys play a vital role in filtering your blood, removing waste, and balancing electrolytes. With such a significant amount of blood flow, they can efficiently perform their job of keeping your body in balance. This means they help manage your body's hydration levels and maintain blood pressure. Each kidney contains about 1 million tiny filtering units called nephrons, where this remarkable filtering happens. As blood passes through these nephrons, waste products are removed and eventually excreted as urine. So the next time you think about how your body manages its systems, remember that your kidneys are hard at work, receiving 1/4 of your heart's output. How amazing is that? Did you know the Arabian Peninsula is the world's largest? Spanning a whopping 3.2 million square kilometers, this vast expanse is primarily desert, making it a unique and fascinating region. Countries within the peninsula include well-known nations like Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Oman, and Yemen, each contributing to the rich tapestry of culture and geography. This area is not just known for its size, it is home to stunning landscapes ranging from endless golden dunes to rugged mountain ranges. The climate is mostly arid, which plays a crucial role in shaping the lives of the people who call this land home. Many communities have adapted to the harsh conditions, finding innovative ways to thrive in such an environment. Plus, with its significant reserves of oil, the Arabian Peninsula has heavily influenced global energy markets. Isn't it fascinating how a desert can hold such power and beauty? Let's uncover the truth about the dancing baby. This quirky and delightful animation, often referred to as the Baby Cha-Cha, was created in 1996 by animator Michael Gerard. It quickly became the first viral internet meme, capturing the hearts of viewers around the world. Imagine a tiny baby joyfully grooving to catchy music. It's a sight you can't help but smile at. The dancing baby emerged from a simple animation program and was shared widely through emails and early websites, sparking laughter and fascination. It not only entertained, but also marked a significant moment in online culture, paving the way for countless memes that followed. As more people connected online, the dancing baby became a symbol of the emerging digital age, showing how creativity could spread like wildfire on the internet. So next time you encounter a meme, remember that it all started with this charming little dancer. Why do Icelandic police leave their guns behind? In Iceland, a country known for its stunning landscapes and rich history, police officers typically patrol without firearms. This unusual practice is tied to the nation's exceptionally low crime rate. With fewer violent incidents, the need for armed police is almost non-existent, allowing law enforcement to focus on community engagement rather than confrontation. Imagine walking through a neighborhood where the local officers are more likely to help a child find their lost pet than face down a dangerous criminal. This lack of firearms has fostered a strong sense of trust between the community and the police, creating an atmosphere where cooperation thrives. The idea is that by keeping the peace in this way, police can build positive relationships which can deter crime more effectively than showing force might. So if you ever find yourself in Iceland, you'll notice that the friendly police presence is as reassuring as the breathtaking scenery, proving that safety doesn't always need to come from a gun. Isn't it fascinating how different approaches to policing can reflect the culture and values of a society? You won't believe this about the Holy Well. Located on the picturesque slopes of the Malvern Hills, the Holy Well is believed to be the site of the world's oldest bottling plant. This ancient spring has been attracting visitors for centuries, thanks to its pure and refreshing mineral water. It was here that Malvern spring water was first bottled on a commercial scale, marking a significant moment in the history of bottled water. Today, a modern bottling plant operates right on the same site, blending history with contemporary processes to bring this natural treasure to your table. The water from the Holy Well is renowned for its unique taste and health benefits, drawing people from all over to sample its freshness. So whether you're hiking the hills or simply enjoying a bottle of Malvern spring water, you're partaking in a tradition steeped in history. Isn't it amazing how nature and innovation come together here? Can you imagine spiderwebs spinning wildly? In 1995, NASA embarked on a fascinating experiment to discover how different drugs would affect spiderwebs. Scientists administered various substances to spiders, watching closely as these small creatures spun their intricate webs. What they found was astonishing. When exposed to certain toxic compounds, the spiders created chaotic and misaligned web designs instead of their usual, beautiful patterns. This research not only provided insights into how chemicals can disrupt natural behaviors, but also revealed the resilience and adaptability of living organisms. The findings raised questions about the impact of environmental pollutants on animal behavior, as well as the broader implications for ecosystems. What is especially interesting is how this quirky experiment combined biology and space exploration, showcasing the unexpected ways in which science can connect different fields. Let's uncover the truth about Johanna Harar's baby method. In the early 20th century, German physician Johanna Harar introduced a highly controversial approach to parenting that sparked fierce debate. Her method involved isolating newborns from their mothers for the first 3 months and allowing only strictly controlled 20-minute breastfeeding sessions. Harar believed that this separation would encourage independence in infants. However, many experts argued that this practice could harm the essential bond between mother and child, possibly affecting emotional development. This method raised ethical concerns and drew criticism, as nurturing and comforting babies are seen as vital for their growth. Even today, her ideas provoke discussions about the importance of maternal attachment and the role of caregivers in early childhood. As we reflect on Harar's unconventional views, we can examine how far parenting philosophies have come and how crucial positive early experiences are for every child's well-being. Have you ever wondered how pyramids were built? The construction of the Great Pyramids of Egypt showcases extraordinary engineering skills from thousands of years ago. Completed around 2560 BC, these monumental structures, especially the Great Pyramid of Giza, were built using approximately 2.3 million limestone blocks, each weighing between 2.5 to 15 tons. Remarkably, the ancient Egyptians managed to transport these massive stones from distant quarries, utilizing a combination of sledges and lubricated paths to ease the burden. Why did they go to such lengths? These pyramids served as elaborate tombs for pharaohs, embodying their status and ensuring their safe passage to the afterlife. Historians and archaeologists are still fascinated by the construction methods, including the sophisticated techniques for alignment and stability. Despite centuries of speculation, many questions remain about how such precise engineering was achieved with simple tools. Isn't it amazing to think about the skills required to create such lasting wonders? You won't believe how this video boosts subscriptions. In the world of online content, engagement is key, and this video nails it. The creators ingeniously encourage viewers to hit that subscribe button right from the start. By weaving a call to action throughout the video, they make it feel like a friendly conversation rather than a sales pitch. Viewers are more likely to subscribe if they feel connected to the content and the creators behind it. Additionally, catchy visuals and entertaining segments keep the audience entertained, which leads to more people wanting to follow along for future updates. This strategy has proven effective across various platforms, allowing creators to build loyal fan bases. So next time you watch a video that gets you hooked, remember that those subscribe prompts aren't just there for show, they're a smart way to keep the community growing. What other strategies do you think work to gain subscribers? Prepare to be amazed by the strongest coffee ever. Biohazard Coffee is pushing the limits of caffeine, cramming an astonishing 928 milligrams into each cup. To put that into perspective, a typical cup of brewed coffee contains about 95 milligrams. This means Biohazard Coffee is nearly 10 times stronger. But what makes it so powerful? The secret lies in a unique roasting process that enhances the coffee bean's caffeine content while still maintaining a rich flavor. Fans of this extreme brew often seek it out for an intense wake-up call, especially those who need a serious energy boost to power through their day. However, it's essential to enjoy it mindfully. Consuming too much caffeine can lead to jitters, insomnia, and other unpleasant side effects. So are you bold enough to try this mega caffeine challenge, or will you stick to your regular cup? Did you know weight changes at the equator? It's fascinating, but due to the Earth's shape and rotation, people actually weigh less at the equator than they do at the North or South poles. This happens because our planet isn't a perfect sphere. It's slightly flattened at the poles and bulges at the equator. When you stand at the equator, you're not just experiencing tropical weather, you're also a little farther from the center of the Earth. This distance plays a role in gravitational pull. Additionally, the centrifugal force created by Earth's rotation pushes outward, making you feel lighter. Scientists estimate that a person weighing 180 pounds in the northern or southern regions would weigh about 0.5% less at the equator, which translates to about 0.9 pounds lighter. While this might seem like a small difference, it sparks curiosity about how gravity really works across the planet. So if you ever plan a trip to the equator, just remember, you might have a slight advantage when it comes to jumping around. Did you know that Rick Ross was a correctional officer? Before he became a well-known figure in the rap industry, Rick Ross had an unexpected job. He worked as a correctional officer in Miami from 1995 to 1997, which lasted about 18 months. This role was quite different from his later life as a hip-hop artist, where he's known for his luxurious lifestyle and hard-hitting lyrics. During his time in corrections, Ross was responsible for overseeing inmates and maintaining prison order, a sharp contrast to the flashy music and parties he's famous for today. He once described this period as influential, as it exposed him to various life experiences and stories that he would later weave into his music. Although some fans were surprised to learn about his past, many appreciate his ability to rise from those humble beginnings to achieve remarkable success in the competitive world of hip-hop. Believe it or not, Hutuan Village is a ghost town. Once bustling with over 2,000 residents, this village in China faced severe isolation that cut off access to education and food supplies. As years passed, this lack of connectivity took its toll, and by 1994, most of the villagers had left, leading to a near-complete abandonment of Hutuan. With nature reclaiming the landscape, the village transformed into a hauntingly beautiful sight, drawing the attention of adventurous travelers and curious tourists. Now the crumbling homes and overgrown paths tell stories of the past, whispering about the lives that once filled the area with laughter and community. Visitors to Hutuan can explore this unique blend of history and nature, experiencing a place frozen in time. As you walk through the village, you might find yourself pondering the challenges faced by those who once lived here. Hutuan serves as a powerful reminder of how connectivity shapes our communities and the impact when it's lost. Did you know the Ivory Coast dominates cocoa production? This West African nation produces an astonishing 45% of the world's cocoa, making it a key player in the global chocolate industry. Cocoa grows best in humid, tropical climates, and the Ivory Coast's ideal conditions allow farmers to thrive. Millions of people in this country depend on cocoa farming for their livelihoods, cultivating the rich, flavorful beans that end up in your favorite chocolate bars. The industry not only supports families but also significantly contributes to the nation's economy. Despite its importance, cocoa farming faces challenges like climate change and fluctuating prices. Farmers are working hard to adapt, employing sustainable practices to ensure their crops remain healthy and productive. So, next time you enjoy a piece of chocolate, remember the vital role the Ivory Coast plays in bringing that sweet treat to your taste buds. Let's uncover the truth about Macaulay Culkin's funny name change. In a delightful twist, the beloved actor Macaulay Culkin decided to engage with his fans in a unique way by letting them pick his new middle name. This playful gesture led to his full legal name being officially changed to Macaulay. Macaulay Culkin. It's not just a quirky name, it highlights how celebrities can interact with their fans in fun and unexpected ways. The internet has transformed celebrity culture, creating a space where stars like Culkin can connect with their audience beyond traditional media. This lighthearted approach allows fans to feel more involved in their favorite celebrities' lives, while also giving the stars a chance to showcase their playful sides. Culkin's name change reflects a modern blend of humor and community that reminds us that fame doesn't always have to be serious. How cool is it to see such a creative connection between a celebrity and their fans? Here's a wild fact about bedbugs. These pesky little critters have been around for millions of years, dating back to the time of the dinosaurs. Imagine that. While dinosaurs roamed the earth, bedbugs were already establishing their reputation as skilled survivors. Their ability to adapt to different environments has allowed them to thrive throughout history, even making themselves comfortable in human homes. Bedbugs feed primarily on the blood of their host, and they can go months without a meal, which only adds to their resilience. They have evolved numerous survival tactics, from their flat bodies making it easy to hide in tiny cracks, to their ability to reproduce rapidly. Today, despite efforts to control them, these persistent pests are making a comeback in many places. So every time you hear someone complain about a bedbug bite, remember they are sharing an experience with a species that has been crawling around for ages. How's that for a creepy history? Surprisingly, it's a fact that the Beatles changed technology. When the Beatles signed with EMI in 1962, they didn't just revolutionize music, they also had a surprising impact on technology. This iconic partnership helped EMI to boost its revenue, allowing the company to funnel money into various innovative projects. One notable outcome of this investment was the groundbreaking work of EMI scientist Godfrey Hounsfield, who developed the CAT scan technology. Hounsfield's invention transformed the medical field by enabling doctors to see inside the human body with incredible precision, helping to diagnose diseases much more effectively. This groundbreaking technology is vital in hospitals today, playing a crucial role in saving lives. So the next time you hear a Beatles song, Remember that this legendary band helped pave the way for advancements in healthcare as well. Who knew music could lead to such remarkable innovations? Believe it or not, your skin is enormous. While we often think of organs like the heart or lungs, the skin actually takes the crown as the largest organ in the human body. Covering an average of 18 square feet and weighing around 8 to 10 pounds, it serves many vital roles. Not only does skin protect our internal organs from the outside world, but it also helps regulate body temperature and allows us to feel sensations like touch, heat, and pain. Skin is made up of 3 primary layers: the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis. Each layer plays an important role in keeping our bodies safe and healthy. For instance, the epidermis acts as a barrier against germs and pollutants, while the dermis contains blood vessels, hair follicles, and sweat glands. Plus, skin is constantly renewing itself. Our bodies shed millions of skin cells every day. So next time you think about your health, remember to give some credit to your amazing skin. How many fascinating functions can you think of that this large organ performs? Did you know about our built-in negativity bias? This fascinating concept refers to how humans naturally focus more on negative experiences than positive ones. It traces back to our evolutionary history, where being aware of potential threats was vital for survival. Imagine living in a time when a lurking predator could mean life or death. Our ancestors had to remember danger signs to stay safe. As a result, our brains developed this tendency, making us more attuned to criticism and negativity. Studies show that people often remember negative comments far better than they recall compliments, which might explain why it feels so easy to dwell on negative experiences. In modern life, this might lead to situations where one harsh remark sticks in our minds while a dozen positive affirmations fade away. Understanding this bias can empower us to consciously shift our focus. By actively seeking out gratitude and celebrating our achievements, we can counteract this tendency. Why not try to find the silver lining in every cloud? It might just make your day a little brighter. What connects broccoli and Brussels sprouts? These popular vegetables share a fascinating origin. They all come from the same plant species, Brassica oleracea. This remarkable plant has been cultivated for thousands of years and has given rise to various healthy delights, including cabbage, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts, through a process called selective breeding. Farmers and gardeners have been modifying the characteristics of Brassica oleracea to enhance taste, texture, and nutritional value. For example, broccoli was developed for its flower buds, while Brussels sprouts are prized for their small leaf buds. This family of vegetables not only provides essential vitamins and minerals, but they also offer a range of flavors and textures that can brighten any meal. Next time you enjoy a plate of roasted Brussels sprouts or a side of steamed broccoli, think about their fascinating shared ancestry. Isn't it amazing how a single plant can lead to such culinary diversity? Did you know armadillos can carry leprosy bacteria? These fascinating creatures have a unique role in the study of this ancient disease, dominated by misconceptions and stigma. Armadillos are the only known animals that can be infected with the bacterium Mycobacterium leprae, the cause of leprosy, and they can carry it without showing symptoms themselves. Research shows that in some regions, particularly in the southern United States, people who come into close contact with armadillos may face a higher risk of infection. This connection emphasizes the importance of awareness about zoonotic diseases, which are infections that can jump from animals to humans. While the exact ways leprosy spreads from armadillos to people remain unclear, caution is advised, especially for those living in areas where these animals are common. Understanding such connections helps us appreciate the delicate balance between wildlife and human health. Isn't it intriguing how nature can present both wonders and warnings in one small package? Believe it or not, Ah is a hidden gem. This charming destination lures visitors with breathtaking landscapes and a fascinating Viking history. Nestled away in Norway, Ah boasts rugged cliffs, serene fjords, and lush forests that create a picturesque backdrop for activities like hiking, kayaking, and photography. Tourists flock to the area not just for its pristine nature, but also to explore remnants of Viking settlements, which tell stories of seafaring cultures that shaped Europe. You can visit ancient burial mounds and stone carvings that date back centuries, immersing yourself in the intriguing past of the Vikings. As you walk through the town, you'll find charming cafes and shops that showcase local crafts and flavors. Whether you are an adrenaline junkie seeking outdoor adventures or a history buff passionate about ancient cultures, offers a unique experience for everyone. So if you're looking for a place that combines stunning beauty with rich history, you might just find your next favorite spot in this remarkable town. Ever thought about why farmers used animal bladders? In medieval times, the resourcefulness of farmers was truly remarkable, especially when it came to irrigation. Instead of relying on modern plastic or metal containers, these clever farmers utilized dried animal bladders, like those from pigs, as makeshift water storage devices. Imagine walking through fields and discovering these unique containers, carefully filled with water to keep crops hydrated. This practice not only showcased their ingenuity, but also highlighted a deep understanding of the natural resources available to them. Farmers needed reliable ways to water their crops, especially during dry spells, so they maximized what they had on hand. Using animal bladders, they found a solution that was both practical and efficient. Today, we can appreciate just how innovative these medieval farmers truly were, turning even the most unexpected materials into essential tools for survival. Prepare to be amazed by sloths' unique digestion. Unlike most animals, sloths have a fascinating way of dealing with digestive gas. They cannot fart in the traditional sense. Instead, their bodies absorb this gas into their bloodstream, which then travels to the lungs. Here, sloths release the gas by burping backward. This unusual method is tied to their slow metabolism, which enables them to thrive on a diet of leaves. Since leaves are low in nutrients, sloths digest their food very slowly, taking up to a month to fully process a meal. In the process, they produce gas, but instead of letting it out through a fart, their clever adaptation means that it's managed through breathing. This unique feature not only highlights how these gentle creatures have adapted to their environment, but also provides insight into the wonders of animal physiology. Isn't nature full of surprises? Let's uncover the truth about deer antler shedding. Did you know that deer go through a fascinating process called demog to shed their antlers at least once a year? This process is a natural part of their life cycle, and what's incredible is that it's completely painless, much like how we might change our hats. As the seasons change, male deer grow impressive antlers to attract females during mating season. Once this period is over, their bodies signal it's time to drop those heavy branch structures. The old antlers fall off, making way for new ones to grow back, often larger and stronger. This happens in late winter or early spring, and the entire process is driven by changes in daylight and hormone levels. The next time you see a deer, imagine how cool it is that they're not just beautiful creatures, but also undergo this unique transformation each year. So the next time you spot a deer, remember the amazing journey of its antlers. Isn't nature fascinating? Let's uncover the truth about Hellwisch in Switzerland. This intriguing term is more than just a word. It represents a secret identity that holds meaning for those well-versed in Swiss culture. Hellwisch appears on signs and coins, but its significance often eludes outsiders. For locals, it symbolizes a unique connection to their heritage and identity, something that many newcomers might overlook. The term is a glimpse into the rich linguistic tapestry of Switzerland, where 4 official languages coexist and create distinct regional identities. Each region has its own traditions and customs, which can sometimes feel like a hidden world to those not familiar with it. So when you see Hellwisch on a coin or a sign, think of it as a secret handshake among those in the know, a reminder of the country's diverse culture and the pride Swiss people have in their language and history. How many secret meanings might you uncover in your travels? Can you imagine a car going 249 miles per hour? The Koenigsegg Regera has made that dream a reality by setting a world record, reaching this astonishing speed in just 28.81 seconds. This hypercar is not just about speed. It features a powerful 5-liter twin-turbo engine combined with 3 electric motors. Together, they generate over 1,100 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful cars on the planet. What truly sets the Regera apart is its innovative direct drive system, which eliminates the traditional gearbox. This technology allows for smoother acceleration and improved performance. Picture yourself behind the wheel, feeling the incredible power as the Regera propels you from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds. The combination of cutting-edge engineering and relentless pursuit of speed makes the Koenigsegg Regera a marvel of modern automotive technology. It's more than just a car, it's a glimpse into the future of high-performance vehicles. What other incredible speeds might we see in the future? Rats could be future rulers if humans vanish. These clever little creatures possess an extraordinary ability to adapt to various environments, which makes them intriguing candidates for world domination in a hypothetical scenario where humans disappear. With an incredible talent for thriving in diverse settings, from urban spaces to rural fields, rats can easily find food and shelter. One of their most impressive traits is their rapid reproduction rate. A small colony can explode into a massive population in no time. While we're busy with our lives, rats are busy establishing themselves as formidable survivors. For example, researchers have observed how quickly they can learn to navigate complex mazes or find innovative ways to access food sources. They can even thrive in the harshest conditions, like sewers or disaster-stricken areas. This adaptability highlights the resilience of life on Earth, reminding us of nature's incredible versatility. So next time you spot a rat, remember that you might just be looking at one of the world's future dominators if humans vanish. Is it really true that broccoli boosts your health? Absolutely. Broccoli is a standout member of the cruciferous vegetable family, known for its impressive health benefits and mild flavor. This green powerhouse gained popularity in the 20th century as people began to recognize its incredible nutritional value. Packed with fiber and vitamin C, broccoli supports digestion and strengthens your immune system. What makes it even more fascinating are its cancer-fighting compounds, particularly sulforaphane, which has been shown to help protect cells from damage. Although broccoli's cultivation dates back to the Roman Empire, it took time for it to gain a foothold in American cuisine. It wasn't until the 20th century that this versatile vegetable became a staple in households across the country. Whether steamed, roasted, or eaten raw, adding broccoli to your meals is a delicious way to boost your health and enjoy its numerous benefits. Did you know that potato chips were invented by accident? In 1853, Chef George Crumb found himself facing a particularly picky customer at Moon's Lake House in Saratoga Springs, New York. This customer kept sending back his fried potatoes, complaining they were too thick and soggy. Instead of getting frustrated, Crumb decided to slice the potatoes as thinly as possible, then fry them until they were nice and crispy, thinking he was being clever. To his surprise, the customer loved the crunchy, salty chips, and they quickly became a hit. Crumb's creation transformed the culinary landscape, and now potato chips are enjoyed worldwide in countless flavors. Imagine a world without those crunchy snacks. Whether you prefer plain, barbecue, or sour cream and onion, it all started with a chef who turned a complaint into a beloved treat. Who knew that a little creativity could lead to such a popular snack? Is it really true that our stomach lining renews often? Yes, it's a fascinating fact. Our stomachs are incredible organs that work tirelessly to break down the food we eat. One of the most important features of the stomach is its lining, which is made up of specialized cells that produce mucus and digestive juices. This lining gets a lot of wear and tear due to the harsh environment it operates in, especially since it protects against strong acids used in digestion. To keep everything running smoothly, the stomach lining is renewed every few days. This rapid regeneration helps prevent issues like ulcers or infections, keeping our digestive systems healthy and functional. So next time you're enjoying a meal, remember that your stomach is not just digesting, but also maintaining itself behind the scenes. Isn't our body amazing? Can you imagine supermarkets donating food instead of wasting it? In 2016, France made headlines by becoming the first country to implement a bold law aimed at tackling food waste. This groundbreaking legislation requires supermarkets to donate any unsold but still edible food to charities or food banks, rather than tossing it out or destroying it. The initiative not only helps to combat the shocking amount of food thrown away yearly, but also provides much-needed meals for those in need. By setting this global precedent for food responsibility, France encourages other nations to rethink how they handle surplus food. Since its introduction, the law has inspired discussions around sustainability and social responsibility, proving that a simple change can make a huge difference. Could this be the key to fighting hunger while reducing waste all around the world? Here's a wild fact about berries you'll love. Did you know that not all berries are created equal? The term berry can be quite misleading as it refers to a specific botanical classification. For example, a banana is technically a berry, while strawberries and raspberries aren't. True berries develop from a single ovary of a flower and typically have seeds embedded in their flesh. This means that grapes, blueberries, and even kiwis fit the berry category. Location plays a huge role too. The climate determines what kinds of berries thrive in each region. For instance, you'll find cranberries flourishing in cooler areas like Wisconsin, while tropical regions produce delightful fruits like the acai berry. Additionally, the nutritional content can vary significantly among different types of berries. Blueberries are packed with antioxidants, while blackberries offer high vitamin C levels. So next time you enjoy a berry, think about the fascinating story behind its classification and where it comes from. Isn't nature full of surprises? Let's uncover the truth about the saguaro cactus. This iconic plant, known for its tall, tree-like structure, has some fascinating secrets hidden beneath the surface. The saguaro cactus develops deep roots that can extend an astonishing 100 feet into the ground. Why does it need such extensive roots? In the arid desert of the American Southwest, rainfall can be infrequent and unpredictable, so these deep roots reach far into the soil to capture every drop of moisture possible. During those rare rain showers, the saguaro can absorb significant amounts of water, storing it to survive the long dry periods ahead. These adaptations are critical for survival, allowing the saguaro to thrive where many other plants would wither away. Additionally, it can live for over 150 years, further demonstrating resilience in a challenging environment. Isn't it incredible how nature finds a way to adapt? What if I told you the UAE drives its own economy? The United Arab Emirates, often recognized for its stunning skyscrapers and luxurious lifestyle, plays a significant role in shaping its national economy. With oil as a foundation, the UAE has successfully diversified its economic activities. Cities like Dubai and Abu Dhabi have transformed into global business hubs, attracting investment across various sectors, from tourism to technology. Notably, the UAE has invested heavily in renewable energy projects, positioning itself as a leader in sustainability in the Middle East. With initiatives like the Dubai Expo and a focus on innovation, the UAE continues to boost its economy while creating jobs and opportunities for its citizens and residents alike. Isn't it fascinating how a nation can shift from reliance on oil to a more diversified and resilient economy? Amazing fish scales are healing burns? In a groundbreaking development, researchers in Brazil have discovered that fish scales, especially those from tilapia and pirarucu, can be turned into high-tech marine bandages for treating severe burns. These innovative bandages take advantage of the natural properties found in fish scales, which are rich in collagen and other healing compounds. Instead of discarding these materials as waste, scientists found a way to transform them into an effective medical solution. The bandages not only promote faster healing, but also significantly reduce the risk of infection, making them a game changer in burn treatment. Imagine a world where resources that were once thrown away are now helping patients recover more quickly. This technique not only addresses medical needs, but also promotes sustainability by utilizing materials that would otherwise end up in landfills. As this research continues to evolve, we may see an even wider application of fish scales in medicine. Could this be the future of healing? Let's uncover the truth about smelly feet and cheese. Did you know that the same bacterium responsible for your stinky feet is also the one that gives certain cheeses their strong aroma? This bacterium, called Brevibacterium, thrives in warm, sweaty environments and loves to feast on the dead skin cells found on our feet. When it breaks down these cells, it releases compounds that create that distinct odor we all recognize. Interestingly, the same process occurs in some fermented cheeses, like Limburger, where Brevibacterium contributes to their pungent smell. This connection highlights a fascinating overlap between human hygiene and gourmet food. So, the next time you catch a whiff of smelly cheese, remember it's just a bacterial party, similar to the one happening in your shoes. Isn't it wild how nature links our everyday experiences in such unexpected ways? Did you know Jingle Bells was played in space? In December 1965, during the Gemini 6 mission, astronauts Wally Schirra and Tom Stafford created a delightful moment when they became the first musicians to broadcast a song from orbit. Using a smuggled harmonica and tiny sleigh bells, they played the festive tune while jokingly reporting a UFO sighting, complete with a pilot dressed in red. This light-hearted act brought the spirit of Christmas to the vacuum of space, showcasing how music and traditions can unite people, no matter how far apart they are. The playful performance not only entertained their colleagues back on Earth, but also reminded everyone of the joys and connections that the holiday season can inspire. This charming incident helped create lasting memories and highlights how even in the vastness of space, laughter and celebration can thrive. Here's something incredible about black sapote. This unique fruit, often called chocolate pudding fruit, surprises people with its dessert-like flavor when ripe. Imagine biting into a fruit that tastes just like rich chocolate pudding, but without the guilt. Black sapote is low in fat and boasts a high vitamin C content, making it a deliciously healthy alternative to traditional sweets. Originating from Mexico and Central America, this green-skinned fruit turns dark brown or black on the inside as it ripens, resembling the consistency of pudding. You can enjoy it fresh, blend it into smoothies, or add it to desserts for an exotic twist. Whether you're looking to satisfy a sweet tooth or just want to explore new flavors, black sapote makes for an exciting fruit to try. How many desserts can claim to be nutritious and indulgent at the same time? Hard to believe, but water parks were once unsafe. In their early days, these thrilling destinations were notorious for poorly designed attractions that prompted a fair share of accidents. Riders would zoom down slides that lacked proper safety measures, often careening off into mud puddles or worse. Imagine the chaos and confusion as families tried to navigate these risky waters. Fortunately, as the popularity of water parks grew, so did the need for safety regulations. Authorities began establishing guidelines to ensure a safer environment for everyone. This shift meant smoother rides and protected visitors from unexpected tumbles. However, the introduction of these regulations often meant sacrificing some of the wild thrills that made water parks so exciting in the first place. Today, while we can enjoy the adrenaline rush of water slides with a little more confidence, we can't help but wonder how those original parks would stand up to today's safety standards. Ever thought about why ships measure speed in knots? The speed of ships is measured in nautical miles, known as knots, thanks to historical practices dating back to the 17th century. Back then, sailors relied on a clever tool called a common log to gauge their vessel's speed. This device involved a long coil of rope that had evenly spaced knots tied into it. Sailors would toss the end of the rope overboard and let it play out while counting how many knots passed through their hands in a set period. Each knot represented a nautical mile per hour. This method was not only simple but also effective, allowing sailors to navigate accurately across the vast oceans. Today, even though technology has advanced, the terminology remains the same, connecting modern sailors to their adventurous past. Isn't it fascinating how history influences our everyday world? Can you imagine that diamonds aren't as rare as you think? In reality, diamonds are largely controlled by one powerful company, De Beers, which dominates around 95% of the diamond market. This control allows De Beers to limit the number of diamonds released to the market, artificially inflating their prices and creating a perception of scarcity. As a result, many diamonds may not be as unique or rare as they are marketed to be. When you see sparkling diamonds in jewelry stores, consider that their high price tag is influenced by clever marketing strategies rather than true rarity. This manipulation raises questions about value and authenticity in luxury items. The next time you admire a dazzling diamond ring, remember that its brilliance might not be as rarefied as it seems. Is it really a treasure or just a cleverly marketed product? Did you know that cows can delay trains? In the 1970s, a rather unexpected event occurred in the UK when a train was brought to a halt by a wandering cow on the tracks. As the train driver skillfully halted the train to prevent any accidents, passengers began to wonder why they were stalled. In a moment of humor, the conductor lightened the mood by quipping that they were just waiting for a moving violation. This amusing situation highlights not just the unpredictability of wildlife interactions, but also showcases the lightheartedness of the train crew in the face of an unusual delay. Train services are usually punctual, but this instance reminds us that nature has a way of surprising us. It raises questions about how often animals impact transportation and what measures are in place to prevent such delightful disruptions in the future. Here's something incredible about showing respect in Asia. In countries like Japan, China, Korea, and Vietnam, the way we hand things over can tell a lot about our manners. When someone offers or receives an item, it's customary to use both hands, especially in the presence of elders or superiors. This practice isn't just a random tradition. It signifies deep respect and value for the other person. Imagine handing someone a gift or an important document while ensuring both your hands are engaged. It's a gesture that shows you care. This shared cultural norm highlights how diverse customs can enhance our understanding of respect across different societies. By adopting such practices, individuals foster stronger bonds and demonstrate their appreciation for hierarchy and age, reinforcing social harmony. Interestingly, this method encourages mindfulness in everyday interactions, prompting individuals to focus on the act of giving or receiving. So the next time you're in one of these beautiful countries, remember the power of two hands in conveying respect. Have you ever wondered why some people lack fingerprints? Dermatoglyphia is a rare genetic disorder that causes this fascinating phenomenon. It occurs due to a mutation in the SMARCAD1 gene, which plays a crucial role in the development of skin. As a result, affected individuals experience the absence of the tiny ridges on their fingers, palms, and soles that create fingerprints. While this might sound strange, people with dermatoglyphia often lead normal lives. They might face unique challenges, especially with identification processes that typically rely on fingerprints. For example, these individuals may struggle during security checks at airports or when applying for jobs that require background checks. Despite these hurdles, many find creative ways to navigate the system. This unusual condition reminds us of the incredible diversity in human genetics and the many ways our bodies can differ from one another. Could you imagine life without fingerprints? Did you know popes once wore ornate crowns? For centuries, the papal coronation featured a stunning three-tiered crown, richly adorned with jewels and intricate designs. This majestic tradition began in the 8th century, symbolizing the spiritual and earthly authority of the pope. The last time a pope was crowned in this manner was in 1978 when Pope John Paul I was bestowed the honor. However, in a significant shift toward simplicity, modern popes have opted for a more understated approach, reflecting their focus on humility and service. The ornate crowns which dazzled onlookers were also a reminder of the pope's role in bridging the divine and the worldly. Today, instead of wearing a crown, popes often emphasize their pastoral duties in connection to the global community, leaving behind the glittering tradition of the past. Isn't it fascinating how such customs evolve over time? Can you imagine that art with a typewriter can amaze? James Cook is a true innovator, known for creating breathtakingly hyper-realistic portraits using nothing but a typewriter. This unique form of artistry involves meticulously crafting each image letter by letter, showcasing incredible precision and attention to detail. Cook's skill allows him to transform simple characters into stunning representations of faces and scenes, all while maintaining an impressive level of accuracy. The process demands not only artistic talent, but also immense patience and concentration, as one small mistake could ruin the entire piece. Using various fonts and spacing techniques, He plays with the typewriter's characteristics to bring depth and nuance to each creation. Cook's remarkable approach not only challenges our ideas about traditional art, but also highlights the fascinating intersection of technology and creativity. How does he do it? Here's what actually happens when you explore Brazil. Brazil is a massive country, ranking as the 5th largest in the world. To put it in perspective, if you exclude Alaska, Brazil is even larger than the United States. Covering nearly half of South America, it spans an impressive 48% of the continent, which means there's plenty to discover. With around 220 million people, Brazil has a population that far surpasses Russia's 144 million. This immense size contributes to a rich tapestry of cultures, languages, and ecosystems. From the lush Amazon rainforest teeming with wildlife to the vibrant streets of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil is bursting with life and diversity. Imagine dancing the samba during Carnival or savoring a feijoada feast with friends. Each region offers unique experiences that reflect the country's varied history and traditions. So what are you waiting for? Jump into the adventure that awaits in Brazil. Can you believe paper can stretch like this? Felix Semper, an innovative artist, has captivated the world with his extraordinary paper sculptures that seem almost alive. Unlike traditional art, his creations are made by stacking thousands of sheets of paper, expertly joined to achieve a remarkable elasticity. This means that when you look at one of his pieces, it can bend and flex, echoing the motion of living objects, almost like an accordion. Each sculpture is not just visually stunning, but also invites interaction, allowing viewers to engage with the art in a way that's both playful and surprising. Felix's work challenges our perception of paper by transforming it into a dynamic medium capable of movement and change. As people around the globe discover these sculptures, they're left wondering, how can something so simple create such amazing effects? This unique blend of art and engineering pushes the boundaries of what we think paper can do. Here's a wild fact about Alaska's history. Did you know that Alaska was once part of Russia? In 1867, the United States purchased this vast and chilly land for a mere $7.2 million, a deal that many at the time thought was a mistake. Imagine acquiring a place that was twice the size of Texas for less than the price of a luxury home today. Now, Alaska isn't just a scenic wonderland filled with beautiful landscapes and wildlife. It plays a crucial role in the economy of the United States. The state is rich in natural resources, including oil, natural gas, and minerals. These resources contribute significantly to energy supplies and help fuel various industries across the nation. Plus, Alaska's stunning environment has made it a hotspot for tourism, attracting countless travelers who want to experience its breathtaking mountains, glaciers, and diverse wildlife. Can you believe how much history is packed into this cold yet vital part of the U.S.? Did you know the first steam vehicle was built in 1769? This groundbreaking invention, the Cognate steam trolley, was created by Nicholas Joseph Cognate and marks a significant milestone in transportation history. Imagine a time when travel relied solely on horse-drawn carriages and walking. The Cognate steam trolley had a revolutionary design that ran on steam power, showcasing the innovative spirit of the Industrial Revolution. It opened the door for future advancements in vehicle technology, setting the stage for modern transportation as we know it today. Currently, you can see this remarkable piece of engineering displayed at the Mosaic des Arts in Métier in Paris, where visitors can appreciate its historical significance. Cognate's invention paved the way for countless innovations, inspiring the dreams of inventors and engineers for generations. So the next time you hop in a car or board a train, remember the Cognate steam trolley and its vital role in revolutionizing how we travel. Did you know eBay's first sale was a broken item? In 1995, the very first transaction on the now giant online auction platform was for a laser pointer that didn't work. Mark Fraser bought it for $14.83 from Pierre Omidyar, the founder of eBay. This unexpected beginning shows how eBay was about more than just brand new goods. Omidyar created the site with the idea that people could buy and sell all sorts of things, even if they weren't in perfect condition. The sale symbolized a growing trend toward online marketplaces where buyers and sellers connect directly. Fast forward to today, eBay boasts millions of listings and countless success stories. It's fascinating to see how a single broken laser pointer kickstarted an entire industry. So what do you think? Could a simple sale change the world?